Hello and welcome, and thank you for tuning in. This is the Expert Sudoku puzzle by El País, and it is of today being the 29th of March 2024. Let's have a look. This is very unusual to see this. Now, it's clear that we need a 1 and a 5 for two of these squares here. We also see that a 4 blocks over here and the 4 blocks over here, so that this must be a 4. And we're going to have a 4 here because this 4 blocks across, this 4 blocks down. One of these is a 4 blocking over, 4 blocks over, 4 blocks down. One of these must be a 4. We have a 3 in one of these squares, and it's easy to figure out which one is going to be. First of all, this 3 blocks across here. That means that one of these must be a 3 blocking across here. And therefore, this is the only square that can be a 3 in column 9. The 8 blocks over, one of these must be an 8. So we're going to be looking for an 8 here, here, or here when that time comes. We are going to have a 2 here or here for the same reason we found the 4. The 2 blocks over and down, one of these must be a 2. So this 2 and the goes 2 here block these squares. So one of these must be a 2. We also have a 2 here or here because this 2 blocks across. And the 1 also blocks across. So both of these squares have to be a 1-2 pair. And that, of course, puts a 1 in one of these two positions. And these 3 must be a 3, 5, and an 8. We have an 8 blocking down here and up here, so this must be the 8. The 5 blocks here, so this must be the 3, and this therefore must be the 5. We have a 5 here or here, and we can say that with certainty because these two 5s block here, and these two 5s block here. So it's easy to see that the only two squares available in row 2 for a 5 are these two. We also see clearly now that the 1 and the 2 block here, so 1 and 2 go in two of these squares. We know about the 2 already going here, but now we can also see that the 1 must go over here. So we've got 1 and 2 in two of these 3 squares, and the last number, of course, must be a 4. Look here, 1, 2, and 4 must go here because we got a 1, 2, and a 4 blocking here. So that begs the question, what is going to go here? Easy, a 6. 1, 7, 8 here. This is a 7, 8, and this is a 1, 7. And I think that's all we can say about those. But I think we can place a 9 here, and here is why. These are 1, 2, 4. This 9 blocks down. So one of these must be a 9 blocking over. Leaving just this square for a 9, right? This 9 blocks up, this 9 blocks over. One of these is going to be a 9 blocking across. This 9 blocks across, this 9 blocks down. We will need a 9 here or here. Here's easy to figure out that the 1 can't go here and therefore must go here, and that this therefore must be an 8. So now we know that this must be a 7, and it's very easy to figure out. This 7 blocks across, 7 must go here. And we're going to have a 7 either here or here later on. And these 3 squares now must be an 8, 9, and a 6. 6 and 8 block here, so this is a 9, and 6 and 8 go here now. So let's have another look here. We are looking for an 8 and a 1. The 8 blocks up, so a 1 must go here, and the 8 must go here. Here we are looking for a 6, 7, 9. Don't know what to do about that, but we know now that this therefore must be a 3 and a 5. Also, no joy here. Here we're looking for a 1, 2, don't know what to do. But all of this data accumulates and it will enable us to solve the puzzle. 4 and 5 here. We got a couple of 8s blocking up here and an 8 blocking over. So this is an 8, which blocks over. This 8 also blocks over. We have an 8 here. We should have another 8. Yes, an 8, of course, now must go here, leaving a 6 for this square. This 6 now blocks across. This 6 blocks up. One of these is a 6 blocking back. This 6 blocks over. This 6 blocks up. So 6 must go here. 1, 2, and 4 here. 1 and 4 blocks here. So here's a 2. 1 here, here. 1 blocks here. Now we can have a 1 either here or here. So I'm not calling that yet. These are 1 and 2, right? And 3 and 5 still. 3, 5 blocking here as well. Something is definitely going on with the 3 and the 5s, the 1s and the 2s. Over here we have a 6 and a 7 missing. 6 blocks over, so this is a 7 and this is a 6. 1 and 5 here. 4 and 9 here. I think it's necessary to do some cross-hatching along this column here. We only have 3 givens, but we have a lot of givens going the other way, horizontally. And I'm focused on the 6 and the 7s because we need a 6 for one of these two squares. And we need a 6 for one of these squares. Likewise, we have a 7 blocking over, and we have a 7 here, here, or here. And I am beginning to see something. Let's start here. We need a 7, 6, and a 9. We have a 9, so this is a 7, 6. We also have a 9 and a 2 and an 8 blocking here. So let's have a look here. This across here, we need to find a 1, 4, 6, 7. Isn't that true? And we know that a 1, 2, and a 4 must go up here. So there's no way that this can be anything but a 6 or a 7. So now we have got a 6 and a 7 in these two squares. And that in effect gives us 5 givens for column 3. So now let's look at what's left. If we discount the 7 and the 6, we still need to find a 1, 3, 4, 5. And we have a 1, 4 here. So this and a 3. So this is a 5. Now a 1, 3, and a 4 for these squares here. Can we do anything with that? Yes, I think we can because, or can we? Now I'm not so sure. So let's continue with the 5s, the 5 blocks up and over. So this must be a 5. Now, one of these was a 5, remember, because of this 5 blocks here. We take away this square now, so this must be a 5. We know that these are a 1, 2. Therefore, this has got to be a 3. So back to the 7, 6, here and here. What's left? A 1 and a 4 for these squares. And that is not solvable yet, I think. But something happened when we found this 5. And what happened was that we took away a possible square for a 1. Remember how we need a 1 and a 4 here? The 1 blocks up, so the 4 goes here and the 1 must go here. Now this is a 1 and this is a 2, of course. These two 1s block all of these squares, so this must be a 1. And that makes this an automatic 4, which blocks across. This 4 blocks up. So 4 goes here, and this therefore must be a 5. We still have our good old friends, the 1 and the 9, hanging out here, but we don't know exactly on which corner each of them stands. So what about the 5 now? This blocks over, this blocks up. Here is a 5. So we got all the 5s and 8s sorted. And now I think we got the 4, 7, 6, 7, 6, 4 blocks here. So all that's left in column 3 for a 4 is this. This now forces a 2 to go here and a 1 here. That gives us a 1 up here, of course, and here. And now we can finally place a 9 here and therefore here. Here we're looking for a 2 and a 3. 2 blocks up, so this must be the 3 and this must be the 2. Which blocks across? We have a 2 blocking here, so here's a 2. This is coming together nicely now. This must be a 7 and this must be a 3. Here a 7 and a 9. 7 blocks. I'm not sure about this yet. 7, 6, 7, 6, of course, yes, still. But let's do a 3. This 3 blocks down, this blocks over. We have a 3 here and a 6 here. Now this is a 6, and therefore we know that this is not a 7, 6 anymore. It's just a 7, giving us a 6 here, 7 here, and 9 here. Now this is a 9. And we still need a 4 and a 7 for these squares. The 7 blocks over, here's a 4, here's a 7. Just a reminder, if you're waiting for my New York Times hard Sudoku puzzle, it will appear later today because exactly at the time when it will appear online, that is at 9 a.m. here in Vietnam, I'm going to be at a motorcycle store initializing the sale of my Honda. And I have to go to the public notary to transfer the registration to someone else. I don't know who it's going to be because the motorcycle will be sold while I'm back in Denmark. I'm leaving in a couple of weeks, but I need to prepare everything. So it'll be probably 2 hours or 3 hours later than usual that my New York Times puzzle will appear. Thank you for watching this one, though. See you again soon. Bye for now.